Would you like to learn how to make this adorable Pikachu? Because that's what I've got to show you today. We're going to learn how to make this super cute little Pikachu, and just in time for Pokemon Day, which is on Friday. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Holly, the Twister sister. I teach a lot of balloon twisting tutorials, and I teach people how to start and run their own balloon twisting businesses. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check out the description for more information on some of the resources that we've got to help you take this hobby and this passion of yours and turn it into money. All right, let's get started with our Pikachu for today. I'm going to be using a yellow 360, and then I've got a couple of 260s here on standby. I'm probably going to use all three, but you could get this down to two, I think. For pump, I'm using my little baby Legenda 231. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about pumps that I'm using, so stay tuned. My next video, I'm going to talk all about the pumps and spill all the tea about all the pumps. So that's coming next. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Starting off with my 360, I've inflated my balloon to about a 5 to 6 inch tail. We are going to start with the loop, which is going to be the big front-facing portion of his head. So just make a nice big loop in your 360, grab the knot, wrap that around, pull it through the middle of your loop to lock it in. Now, as you can see on my nozzle, you can see the knot is right here, okay? So don't leave the knot behind. You got to grab the knot and pull it with you. It is one with the nozzle. Otherwise, you're going to get separation on your twist and things are going to look stringy and like they're coming apart. So don't leave that nozzle behind. All right, we're going to come over next. We're just going to do a little round bubble, a second round bubble. This second round bubble is going to become a pinch twist. And we're going to stuff both of these two bubbles we just made up inside of our loop. So open it up a little bit, use your thumbs, and just push those right inside of your loop like that. Okay, so now we're going to have his head, and we'll have an attachment point to add his ears on later. I'm going to set that aside for a second and grab a yellow 260. We're going to start this off by making a little triangle. So I'm going to, however long you want his arms to be, I do like 2 inches or so. Really squeeze your balloon out. This is going to be like a little spacer bubble, so maybe 1.5 inches. And then you want another matching arm bubble, same size as this one. Twist that in. And you want to twist all these together to finish our triangle. Make sure you grab that knot again. Don't leave it behind. It wants to be included, as you can see. And we're going to take this and we're going to come up underneath, right underneath Pikachu's head. So on the bottom side, the pinch twist is up here on the top. So right as it comes out below this part of the balloon, we're going to make a twist, and we're going to take the twisted part up here on our triangle and wrap that right in. And we're going to sandwich that triangle in between our 360 and our 260 here, okay? And you kind of want to push up on this bottom part of the triangle with your thumb. So you don't have super long arms. We kind of want to see what it'll be when it's like squished up in there. That way we can measure for his belly where we want these two balloons to come together. So I think right about there is good. Work on the positioning so that little spacer bubble in between his arms is hidden. It's tucked in between there. This kind of, am I crazy? Do y'all see the little mushroom guy from Mario right now? I see it. Okay, we're gonna come back up with our 260 up the back. So we have our first 260 here. We're gonna come back up the other side of it, twist it around the neck, and then we're gonna go back down. And actually, I'm gonna put this third bubble is gonna come in between our existing 260 bubbles, because I want the last one to be a little bit longer, a little bit looser than the first two. We're gonna wrap that into the bottom. Kind of spread everything out. So now on the back of Pikachu, you have 3 260 bubbles, and the front is just one 360 for his little tummy. Okay, we got his head up top here. All right, now I'm gonna grab my second yellow 260, and we're gonna start making his little bottom, feet, and legs that are so cute on this style of design. So I'm going to start off, let's see, I've inflated this to about a 3-inch tail, and I'm going to do a little pinch twist to start things off, and just a little loop for his little foot. Okay, I'm going to bend and squeeze my balloon to give him a little bit of a knee. And this is going to come sit right on the front of the 360 bubble that's in the front. Okay, so we kind of want to hold that there where we want it to sit like that. And then come on the back here and see where it kind of hits that middle 260. And you're going to twist this right there. Squeeze out the rest of your balloon. And you're not going to like this part, but what we're going to do is we're going to slide this 260 through this back bubble in the middle here. So I'm just going to pull out that one bubble in the middle and kind of hold it out with my fingers, kind of separating the balloons as much as I can so they're not completely just rubbing right on each other, causing a bunch of friction to build up. If you do that, you will feel heat forming very quickly, and that can pop your balloon, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so once I get it to where that twist is that I made in his leg, we can see we've got this here. And don't worry, we're going to pop his leg back over here so it's sitting in the front, but first we need to give him another matching leg for the other side. So I'm going to fold and squeeze my balloon and kind of eyeball where that other leg is gonna be twisted. We're gonna make another small loop for a foot and a round bubble pinch twist kind of for the heel of the foot. Okay, and now we want a long tail on this. So come out to the end of this balloon, let it go, and you're gonna bring this foot forward. You're going to take the long tail here and shove it behind the 360 all the way out the other side, and we're going to grab the other foot and wrap it around there. Okay, so now he's got his 2 little feet right in front. He's sitting down, and anything left here you can trim off. So this is what you should have so far. You can really see the shape coming together. This is a great little sitting down body style for any sort of critter. You could put even the Pikachu ears on here, and it also sort of looks like a bunny, just FYI, which would be really cute with a white tummy, I think. So we still have these 2 tails left here, which we might use in a second. That's why I didn't cut them off yet, but here you can kind of see the back, those legs coming out and going around the entire body to be hooked in on the front. All right, let's go ahead and stick the ears on real quick. I'm gonna grab another 260. And if you want this to be really clean and nice looking, you can cut the ends off to 260s so you don't have any nozzles on the ends here if you feel like using up that many balloons. But probably for most of what you'll be doing, you're going to be doing this in front of people. You don't want to waste extra balloons if you don't have to. So just grab one 260, get your bubble to where what size you want both ears to be if this is folded in half. And we're going to tie both ends. Once you've got a knot tied on both ends, we're going to cut off as close to those knots as possible. So make sure you really pulled them tight before you cut this so that they don't come undone. And now you can twist this in the middle to get his 2 little Pikachu ears. And we're going to place these right here where this pinch twist is on top of his head. So you're probably going to want to go underneath that pinch twist, roll it right on top of those ears, and pull them up through the top. Now you're going to end up with the pinch twist like wanting to sit up high. We're just going to shove that back down so it's hidden inside of that loop completely, and that's all you see from the front. Doesn't it look like a peep? Like the little yellow peep bunnies. I think there's just so much potential for this body style and any kind of head that you want to put on top of it. So I'm really excited. I've already come up with, I don't have him, where is he? I did the same sort of body style with a panda the other day because I was making the March social media post for our Twisterhood members to use as their own. So their social media profiles always have content. And next month there's going to be like a panda day, and I needed a new panda picture. And then this guy was the original for this kind of body style that was just an experiment when I was trying to get the capybara figured out. And he's a couple weeks old now, still holding on. And I'm actually going to be teaching this, he's a groundhog now. We're going to be teaching him Inside the Twister Hood next month as well for our members. So let's see, I am going to get rid of the 360 that's down here, because we are definitely done with that. Just make sure you tie that off and pull it tight and tuck it up inside the body so it doesn't come undone. And now with this bit that's left, we can make his tail. So here's what I'm gonna do so that I don't have to like cut anything off. I'm gonna squeeze my balloon out, try to get it all the way to the end as much as possible. I'm gonna make a little spacer bubble up here underneath his body, and then a little bit of a pinch twist. I'm gonna take this spacer bubble and this pinch twist, it doesn't wanna stay right now. I'm gonna take these and wedge them up this middle balloon going up his back, and just tuck that pinch twist back in there. And then we'll kind of wedge the tail up above the leg so that it is sticking up and off to the side. All right, now we're gonna give it that characteristic zigzag lightning bolt shape. So we're gonna take our balloon, bend it like a Z, squish it, rub those bends back and forth, more squishing, and we'll just pop that off to the side. So this is what it looks like from the front. All right, just take a quick peek at your character that you've created, fix up anything that might have gotten out of place as we were doing that tail. And now all that we have to do is a little bit of artwork and we'll be done. I like to start on this character by doing the nose. So it's right in the middle, so I know where I'm at. And it's just a little tiny itty bitty U. On either side of the nose, I'm gonna do just big, perfectly round circles and fill them in. So there's the first one, and I'm gonna flip mine upside down for the second one. There we go. And then for his mouth, it's like a stretched out W. So that's if he's just kind of like content. But if you want to make excited Pikachu face, you do a big U underneath there. Now the thing that really makes this character look like what it's supposed to be is the red circle cheeks, which are just outside and a little below the eyes. So right about there on either side. And I usually fill the mouth in too. And last on this guy, I like to do some white highlights on the eyes that are just one single round circle. And these are actually facing each other. And I think that's cute. Okay, now, if you really want to make it look like what it's supposed to be, you got to do the ears. There's little black tips on his ears. And there's however you like to cover a lot of space. If you have the really fat Sharpies, you can cover in a lot of space. I've been experimenting with a few things. One thing that I've been playing around with is a stamp pad that's kind of raised up. So you got the spongy, stampy part of the pad. And you can cover a lot of space on your balloons with this, especially with this kind of shape, because you don't need it to be like anything intricate. We're really just trying to cover the tip of the balloon with the ink pad. So that is a really fast way to get this black tip on the ears. Ta-da! And another thing that I've just started playing around with, and I'll update you guys in another video when I find the perfect solution, but this is like step one of my experiments, is a kid's marker sprayer. It's kind of like an airbrush thing, but it's just these markers that you stick in this device. It's totally cordless, runs on batteries. So you can change the colors really easily. Just change out the marker. And this is like a fun thing to put like on the back here for his little stripes in brown. Or you can cover a lot of space with this too. I'm not gonna recommend this exact one to you guys yet because so far it seems to me like it only works with the markers that it came with, which these are like washable kids markers, and they're not the best for like sticking onto the balloon. They don't dry super well, but I did see a portable airbrush thing very similar to this, but you can stick a lot of markers that aren't just like that airbrush brand into the device, so you can stick paint markers and stuff in there. So I haven't gotten that one yet, but I'll definitely do an update video when I get it and do some experiments with it to see what works really well. And then I got some more little stamp pads here. This would be brown, which is kind of, he has like this brown area at the base of his tail, which kids always like it if you don't forget those little details. So experiments are in progress. I'm excited to find the best thing that works for you guys and tell you about it, but that's just kind of what I've played around with so far, and we'll definitely see what works the best and make some recommendations for you guys. But what do you think of the overall balloon design? I am so excited to hear your comments. I think this is a super cute character, just in time for Friday, Pokemon Day. So hopefully you can make this soon and snap a picture. Please share it to our socials, to your social for Pokemon Day. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. And if you're in the Twisterhood, and I hope that you are, make sure you log in. We just released the calendar stuff for March and all your social media graphics that you can steal and use as your own, including our visual holiday calendar, so you can see what other fun days are coming up soon. Print this out, put it by your computer. We've got the Dr. Seuss kind of stuff coming up in just a few days too. So lots of fun things to look forward to. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Now we're building empires in between. Line, we're queens with the fish and flow.